So I'm just going to put my notes up on this video. So I'm going to start off with a joke. So what do you call someone who is overworked, knackered and not in the mood for shit? So this video is talking about Overdrive, and this is part of my YouTube series for my life coaching program called Project 2021. And what do I mean by Overdrive? Well, when we start to, I would say, become teenagers, because when you're a kid, you're just learning about life at the very beginning, and you're not really, until I would say till about 3 or 4 years old, aware of yourself, and so you're, when you learn to walk, that's what you focus on, and you're still in baby brain, where you're not aware of yourself, and you're sort of learning to become a person. But when we become teenagers and we start to go through puberty, different schools, forming different relationships, we can often go into overdrive, because obviously when you go into secondary school, it's a lot more structured, strict and demanding, and that's where we can go into overdrive of trying to do so much, like get our homework done, and scheduling homework, and we can go into overdrive to the point where we forget about taking time out for ourselves. And then there's adult overdrive, where you start to sort of take responsibility more, you have more things to think about, especially when you start working. And then you've got parent overdrive, where you've had a baby and all you can think about is being a parent and learning to be a parent, and you again can go into overdrive where you're doing so much that you forget about yourselves, because you're concentrating on other people. And you do have to learn to take time out for yourself, and to think about scheduling downtime, which is very important to having a better day and year, and not trying to do so much, because it's not about quantity, it's about quality. And that is a motto that I always put in my head, so I don't think, because I've only done 5 things today, I haven't had a productive day. And that's not the case. It's about doing what you that will make a difference to how you feel by the end of the day, and feeling that sense of achievement. And it could be just as simple as tidying a drawer that you've been meaning to clear. And I'm not a super tidy person. I do that my desk, as I see it now, is covered in crumbs and notebooks, but I've sort of set out a day like Thursday to be my no day in life video, and just concentrate on having a bit of a tidy, and focusing on other bits, like my that obviously continuing my blogs, going through what I need to get done by Friday, and what I want to get done at the weekend. And that's another thing, is we go into such an overdrive that we worry so much about the things that we've got to do rather than the things that we want to do. And I've written a list in my book, which I showed in my intro video, to introduce the life coaching program that I've put together more. And I've done one list of the things that I like doing and things that I don't like doing, and not putting the things that I don't want to do aside, but making sure that they still get done, but I still get to do the things that I want to do as well. And I've just spent some time, and I think I'm going to make time, even though it's once or twice a week, where I just sit and watch a bit of telly and work in front of the telly. And people say that you shouldn't do that because of distraction, but sometimes you need that distraction, especially now with the pandemic where there's not a lot open, and you can't go to the pub and you can't go for a mini restaurant because they're all closed. And I've just written I put my video of about my living in my notebook on my Google blogspot site, which is called Organised for the Better, and I talk about how I live in a notebook, but and on that, and I talk about the fact that living in I'm not somebody who is I do write a lot of lists, and I'm a list person. But when I have so many, I do get to the point where I kind of think, bloody hell, that I'm only one person, I can't do all that. So what I tend to do is, as I work through the day, I jot down what I've done, and it kind of keeps me on track, and it stops me from going to overdrive and see that it's I know in myself that I will get up to date, and I will get those blog posts out, and not to worry about getting posted out on the same day all the time. You do have to be, I think, especially being a parent, you kind of have to be somewhat flexible in case you have to pick your child up from school because they're ill, because that can happen. And that's another thing, is always make way for things that will crop up at last minute. That's life, really. That is what life is. You're gonna get your son's gonna end up, or your daughter end up being ill at some point, and nothing you can do about it. Kids get sick, and so if I have to drop everything and go and pick them up from school, then I'll make sure that I do that, because obviously, being a parent, your priority is your child, but also your main priority is looking after yourself. And that is, if you find yourself going into overdrive, stop, rein yourself in, take a break, and then start again. And that's how I monitor myself, and that's important, is monitor your work and see if there's anything that is causing you to hit a brick wall, become overwhelmed, want to go into self-sabotage, and as I say, it's not about quantity, it's about quality. And so stop going into overdrive. You are only one person, you can't do everything at once. We can't chop ourselves in half, we can't divide ourselves into chunks, but what we can do is divide our work into chunks, and spread it out, so we still get it done, but we don't do so many things at once and then feel bogged down and want to just lay in bed and say, fuck it, I'll do that tomorrow. So that's one of the key ingredients to having a better well-being, a better year. So you still get the things that you want to do done, but you don't give yourself so many things to do that you don't look forward to it, but you dread it. As soon as something becomes a chore, then you automatically go into rebellion mode, like I am what I do, and not want to do it. So that's a factor when it comes to coaching yourself and structuring your life so you feel better about yourself. Stopping yourself from going to overdrive is another key factor in being able to have that. So that's that for this video. I am going to get these up I don't want to put my don't want to put too many up too soon, because obviously I don't need to be having an inbox full of my videos waiting to be watched, but I will spread them out. And I am going to try and do like a midweek chat, so this might be part of it, and a weekend chat, and try and make sure that I get the information and the advice I want to give to you out, but not piling it on too much, because then that kind of destroys the target that I'm trying to aim for. You know, life is about taking it a bit at a time and doing what you want to do more than what you've got to do, and seeing things as a ritual or a good habit rather than a chore, an errand. Because as soon as I find that there are some words that are quite negative and can immediately stop you from wanting to do something, and that is seeing things as I don't like to call lists to-do lists. I like to call them as goals lists, because I know if I call it that, I'm more likely to get that item done, and seeing it as a life change and a goal that will then set me up for the next set of goals that I want to set myself. So that is mainly it for this video. Just stop going to Overdrive, rein yourself in, and remember you are only one person. You're not 15 people, and life is about living, not existing. And so stay strong, stay safe, and I'll see you in the next video soon. So take care, and I will see you in more videos to come. Take care. Bye.